Good afternoon. This is going to be my first attempt at our online lesson. This lesson will be for Tuesday, March 17th, 2020. This is for Pre-AP Algebra 2. As I mentioned on Friday, we are going to stop our work in Chapter 9 and go to Chapter 4, which is about matrices. So you need to open your book to page 164. And while you're doing that, I just kind of want to talk about the plan for the week. Today, Tuesday, we're going to look at the introduction to matrices, what is a matrix, and just kind of talk about how you can create matrices and just different information about them. Tomorrow, on Wednesday, we are going to add and subtract matrices. Thursday, we are going to multiply. And by Friday, I'm going to figure out how to give you a quiz over these topics. Be sure and send me your questions each day. Remember that our time slot is from 9:30 to 10 o'clock. And I'm going to try and get that to where you can actually talk to me instead of just typing. But if that doesn't work, you can type in the discussion. And if you can't make that time slot, you can email me and I will try and get you the answers through email. So on page 164, you see the definition for a matrix. And a matrix is a rectangular array of numbers arranged in rows and columns. An example would just be the numbers 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. We put brackets around them. We name matrices with capital letters. So I'm going to name this one matrix A. Notice that it is made up of rows and columns. Remember that rows go across and columns are what's in front of buildings like old libraries. So this matrix has 2 rows and 3 columns. And we like to talk about the dimensions of a matrix. That's going to be important when we're adding and subtracting, and very important when we're multiplying. And so the dimensions of a matrix are always its number of rows. Remember, rows go across by the number of columns that the matrix has. Now, each number within a matrix is called an element. That would be a number in a matrix. And we name each element by the lowercase letter. This is matrix A. So a number within it would be a lowercase a. And you're going to see 2 numbers below that. So this would be read element A13. And the first number refers to what row the number is in. The second number is what column that particular number is located in. So if I want element A13, I'm talking about the first row, third column. So I'm talking about the number 3. If I want element A31, I'm talking about a number that would be in row 3, column 1, which doesn't exist. So I'm going to switch that out, and I'm going to talk about element A21. So I'm talking about second row, first column, so that would be the number 4. So some of the problems that you will notice on page 164, at the very bottom, it talks about what are the dimensions. If we look at number 1b, you'll see this matrix. And they want to know what are the dimensions. Well, there's 1 row and 1, 2, 3 columns. So some of your homework will simply be the dimensions. If you look up at the top of page 165, you will see example 2. And example 2 has the matrix 17, 24, 3, 10.4, 12, 15, 9, 30, and 15. And down below that, they want you to identify the different elements. So on part B, it wants element A11. That would be the number that's in the first row, first column. So that would be 17. Part C wants element A21. So that would be the number that's in the second row, the first column. That would be 10.4. So some of your homework will be just simply dimensions and elements. Now I'm going to stop this video and start another one because I've already learned that if I make it too long, it will not upload. So this is video number 1.